Hey, Alzo, what's up, everyone? It's not just your average Joe. Just a little sick. So I recently got one of my last videos. If you haven't seen it already, I can put it up. And kind of like a skill and hair guide. Some when you're trying to pick up what you want to do with a unit, you kind of look at base stats. Just do an eyeball, and you can see that is very good at attacking, and it's a decent HP stat, right? He has a decent speed stat, and defensive seem a little bit low. So, other ways you can kind of base around your, who you skill inherit or how you skill inherit someone is the kind of passive skills they're already slotted with. So, for example, has wind sweep. So if unit initiates attack, no follow-up occurs. So he only does one attack. Against foe with sword, lance, axe, bow, or dagger. So all the melee units and all the melee weapons. Because I think staffs and the tomes are magic. So don't get a follow-up attack. This is kind of good on... what's his face? Takumi. Because one of Takumi's bread and butter is his... close counter, and one of Hector's bread and butter is his distant counter. Actually, this is a pretty good Hector killer too. Well, not Hector killer, but he'll do a lot of damage. So, in some ways, you kind of build around a passive skill slot. So the way I built Effie, for example, it was really centered around her wary fighter a lot of times, and her high attack stat, right? So because wary fighter exists, I can give her the brave lance, and brave lance gives her the ability to attack twice. And then since the brave lance is kind of weak, then you would give her death blow, and then the death blow came with her, and then you give her the defense, right? So that's kind of how you would go about it in many ways. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, because what I'm gonna do here now is I'm literally gonna build Alms. I'm gonna build Alms inherits, like I'm gonna build him up based on that wind sweep. So this is Selena I recently got as well, if you didn't see it, and she's a minus resistance plus defense Selena, so not exactly one I want. I was hoping for a plus speed one or a plus attack one. I was gonna give her, eventually I was gonna give her life and death, but not right now. Reposition is a very underrated skill as well. Just so you know, like, if you're gonna get Triangle of Death and you only have a 4-star Selena, reposition is a really good skill to give. So I'm gonna give 13 speed. Of course, this works well in conjunction with his wind sweep, right? Because when you go to the IV calculator and you go look at his speed is actually not that high. It's a max of 30. So I have a minus defense plus speed so sort of optimal. But you work with what you got, and I got 13 speed. Because I kind of just want to build around his wind sweep, right? I have no idea if darting blow also is taken into account when you're determining these kinds of things, the wind sweep. But I am hoping that it does, because I'm gonna inherit a Rebecca onto him. So I think this Rebecca is a plus resistance minus speed. So most definitely not. I'm not keeping her. All right. Whoa, what's going on? So I'm gonna inherit, and I'm gonna give Rebecca. He already comes with Dragon Gaze, which is decent, I suppose. I would prefer something a little lower cooldown. 30% to attack. It's a decent cooldown, but if he doesn't double, right? It's kind of spotty at best. Anyways, I'm gonna give the darting blow. Support skill is not really important for me. If anything, I will give him swap from a style I have. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching, and later days.